Hop on this bar, start dancing, buddy.
There you go. Yeah, I think
show us what you really got. We've seen you play guitar now.
My real talent.
Yeah. Well, welcome to HowMuch Studios. Welcome back. You guys are repeat offenders here.
Well, thank you.
You guys have
It's good to be here.
done many shows. You guys played my birthday last year, which was awesome, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah, we've got Calloway and Ruby Dice
That was close to
in-house tonight.
Close to a full year ago, almost.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Paul's birthday coming up.
Yeah, when is your birthday? I forgot the day.
You don't remember the glorious night at HowMuch Studios?
It was a pretty rowdy night.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
It was glorious.
It was. That was May 31st. I think it was on like a Wednesday or Thursday.
I think
Okay.
it was a Wednesday night party, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
that sounds about right.
Proper hump day festivities.
Was that Gus Miller band too?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was definitely rowdy.
Yeah, was it? Did we? I guess we didn't play that one. We recorded earlier that week or something like that.
We did. I think we were there for it though.
Oh, we definitely were.
We definitely were there.
Yeah, it was hot dogs everywhere.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait, no, you guys definitely played that night.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. Yeah.
If we were here, we probably played.
It depends on all the bands, that we've done. Yeah. So, but I think it was a Ruby Dice show.
Did we play with Gus?
Yeah, I think you guys
I thought
did.
that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you were playing guitar with Gus.
Yeah. That checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how a year ago feels so long ago.
I know.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
300 shows ago.
Oh,
No
for you guys,
kidding.
probably.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, how many shows have you guys racked up this year?
Oh God. I haven't counted a lot.
You guys do like 4 or 5 shows a week, probably?
Roughly 4 to 6.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. It depends. Like, one of these was Saturday. We've got 2 or 3.
We have 3 on Saturday.
3 on
yeah.
Saturday.
That's
so
pretty bad. Wait a minute, hold on. Tell us about it.
Some of them are like private events, so those.
Can we
are-
crash any of those?
No.
they're super corporate, and you
Yeah.
have to have like the fancy tag to
The
get
badge
in.
and they have security. It's
Yeah,
weird.
they make
Oh,
us
that's
go
cool.
through the back of the hotel because we have to go on the help side of the hotel.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
VIP status.
I suppose so.
Yeah, they don't make you feel very VIP about it, but it's more like you're a nuisance. But at the same time, they pay very well, and But I don't know. This year has been one of those years where we've kind of like taken, we've made an effort to also take some breaks as well because we tend to overwork ourselves.
Oh
pretty,
gosh, yeah.
pretty efficiently.
I've been here 11 years, and this has been the first year that I've really consciously taken breaks because it was just like, oh man, you just get to the point where your body gives out on you, and you got to take breaks. You got to take breaks.
It's always good to stay busy, but at the same time, like if the quality of the shows start to be affected because you've played 8 shows this week, but then every now and then, bills got to be paid, and so you play 8 or 9 shows in a week, and just tough it out.
Sorry.
You guys are making so much music. I mean, even on those breaks, I'm sure you're doing songwriting and playing all the time still, right?
Yeah, it's never
yeah,
really
yeah.
downtime per se. You're answering emails, you're working on tunes, you're figuring out covers, or since we also play with other people sometimes, we're learning sets for other folks and things like that.
Yeah, you do more of that these days than I do. I tend to. About the only other person I play with these days is Jordan Matthew Young. But yeah, you do a lot more sitting in than I do with other people these days.
It comes and goes. It comes in waves. Like, nobody will be calling me, and then I'll be booking my own gigs, and then, I go out for a few weekends, and then next thing you know, my phone's, buzzing again with, people wanting me to play guitar or whatever.
I mean, to me personally, you guys seem like some very hardworking Austin musicians because of you're in each other's bands, first of all, right?
True.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that's cool that you can kind of double up on those gigs too. It's more material. So when you guys get 3-hour sets in the pocket.
Yeah. Some of these corporate ones have been 4 and 5 hour ordeals where it's okay, we have to dig really deep. But yeah, having each other is, in our different sets and stylistically being similar but also different.
Well, what's even cooler too is I rarely ever hear you guys playing covers.
It happens from time to time,
Yeah. I'm learning 7 this week. Where that one of the Saturday shows is George Strait cover night, and I'm doing a couple George Strait songs and some 80s and 90s
Where's that
country. Sagebrush.
Sagebrush show.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's Julie Nolan and Rosie and the Ramblers are also on the bill. And
Yeah.
We're all doing some George Strait, but then also some 90s covers, country covers and stuff like that. So it's a 90s fueled night at the Sagebrush.
That's going to be fun. I love 90s country.
And between that and then on Thursday, I have a Creedence Clearwater Revival tribute that I'm playing with Jordan Matthew Young.
yeah.
I'm playing guitar in his band, and
Oh.
we're doing that for a friend's birthday at the White Horse.
I get to sing one song on that,
That is true. Yeah.
which is nice. I only have to do one song's worth of homework.
Yeah, it's a busy week for me and trying to get the old brain to
But you guys made it in here tonight.
Oh, hell yeah.
We did.
Dude, we wouldn't miss this.
And you guys were also, thanks. We did miss you, so we're happy you're here. Because you guys were away for like a couple weeks or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went to North Carolina, see I used to live there before I lived in Austin, and my mom moved down there recently, and so we went down there to help her move into her new house and play some gigs, catch up with friends, stuff like that. It was nice. It was a long drive. It's about a 24-hour drive
dude.
with the dog.
On the way there, it's always like, I don't know. I feel like it takes less time on the way there, but on the way back, it's always just like, how are we still in the car? Like, oh my God, I just want to get home. Like, yeah, the way back was grueling.
You guys should have played some gigs along the way or something.
Well, we did when we were there, but getting them lined up with also having our dog and it
was kind of a last minute thing, and having the dog is a big one. Like, he's a husky, so leaving him in a hotel room is easier said than done.
we have just started like easing him into taking him to certain gigs like distilleries and breweries and stuff where if it's outside he can sit on the stage with us, and that's been kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'd definitely give somebody $20 for their dog that's on a stage if it's a husky or some pretty dog like that.
Oh, dude, and he's
very good for tips.
He loves the
Yeah.
attention too. Like, people will clap and he'll be like, I know, guys. Like, thank you.
Couple howls and boom, the bucket fills up.
Oh yeah, no, he's great for the tip jar.
What's your dog's name?
Shuggy Otis.
Shuggy Otis.
Yeah, he's a black and white husky, full of personality and spite, and likes pretty women and
Loves pretty women.
and snacks. Yeah, so
Yeah, we took him to a bar in Wilmington, and this girl was like making him do all these tricks, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome." Then she turned around without getting him a treat, and he like jumped up and like whapped her butt. I was just like, "Where is my treat?" Like, was so mad. Wouldn't let her touch him the rest of the night because she didn't pony up with a cookie for him.
Got to deliver.
Yeah,
you have to. Yeah, he won't forget. How long have y'all been doing How Much? I was trying to think about that the other day.
Take it off, Philly.
Well, I guess we've been doing How Much since 2020.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's wild.
We got into this building. Phil's been in the building for a while, but we started working on this part of How Much in 2022, and we opened the doors in June of 22. So we're going on 2 years.
wow.
Yeah,
With this setup, yeah.
With this setup, yeah. We started just in this room. Then in 23, we moved over to the next room over, did some construction, got that going by like right before South by last year.
Yeah. It was a pretty quick process. I mean, it was painstakingly
Yeah.
persistent.
Yeah, it's been lately. It's really been feeling like all the hard work's been worth it, though. Definitely.
Well, we love what y'all do, so it's so cool to see the growth in such a short amount of time too.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Appreciate that,
Thanks.
guys.
Is this you guys' full-time gig, or you do other things on the side?
We have some other stuff on the side.
This is definitely my full-time thing,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
but got to keep kicking it
Yeah.
up.
Sure, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, we understand. So,
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what probably brings us together here.
yeah, hustlers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can't rest on the laurels. That's for sure.
No, man, it's definitely. I don't know about you guys, but taking time off for me is always like almost more stressful than working.
Yeah.
I guess.
Working musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just,
Oh, you could tell why. Why do you say that? Taking time off is more stressful.
Yeah, it can be. It can, at least for me. Like, I grew up in a family business too, so I've been working since I was a little kid, and yeah, taking time off is it can be a stressful thing. Like, I have to like ease myself into it sometimes. Yeah, I don't know.
That's cool. That's
Maybe
interesting.
that's unique to.
I think it comes down to when, at least with you, when you're not doing anything, you have the time to think of all the things that you could be doing, and then that really motivates you to want to hustle even harder.
Or sometimes if we're like involuntarily taking time off, we'll be thinking about, hey, how much does this place cost a second?
Right.
How much does this
Yeah.
place cost a day? And like, so
Yeah.
that I could see that as being stressful too.
Sure.
Not just like
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with myself part of it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you guys have killer tones all the time. I wanted to talk about your bass guitar because we've done a number of videos with you. But I mean, your guys are always together, you know. But
Sure.
except you got to crash one of the Gus Miller.
I did do one of the
Sets.
Gus Miller sets. Yes,
That was cool. That put you at like you were one of the first 3-timers that day,
that was a good day.
if not the first. But no, like that red guitar that you have. What is it? Tell us about that bass.
It's a little Epiphone Rumble Cat, the Alan Woody edition. Yeah, that's a cool bass. Calloway actually got that for me. It's a
Whoa.
little short scale. Yeah, I know, he's awesome.
I know.
It's a little short scale thing. It's nice. I like the short scale basses. I take out less mic stands and it's less reach on the arm.
You could take out Les Mike stands, like knocking him over. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I
Her musical lightsaber.
get
yeah.
a little excited on stage sometimes and forget myself. But yeah, no, it's cool. I've got we changed out all the hardware in it, so it's like red on black or black on red now. Normally comes with gold, but did all that work, and then I put round wound strings that are covered in like a black nylon
Oh,
coating.
cool.
So yeah, gives it flat wound sound with the round wound sustain,
nice.
which is cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
awesome.
I wasn't even thinking that you like had that much like into that one thing, but I guess it just makes it that much more apparent because
Yeah.
it shows.
Yeah, my favorite thing on it's the Pam Grier sticker. It's the sticker where she's in Jackie with the shotgun. And
Coffee. That was from
Oh, it was coffee. It was
Yeah,
coffee.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's the classic. Her with a sawed-off shotgun.
That's a cool sticker.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, that bass was like my dream bass, but I don't play bass for shit. So I bought it for her, hoping that, you know, she would fall in love with it. And if she didn't, I still had my favorite bass laying
Yeah.
around for whatever.
Well, and before that, I had a little vintage. It was a '72 SB Gibson SB bass, which was also short scale. I saw Gion playing. I don't know, you know Gion.
Yeah.
I saw
From
him playing
Amplified Heat.
those little Epiphone basses, and I was like, man, that's cool. The truss rod was starting to go in it, and ended up selling that off to a buddy once I played the Rumble Cat because it did everything I wanted it to, plus some.
And it was red. It was kind of going with the whole Ruby Dice theme. So
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The other one was white, and it was all right. It was all right.
that was a
It's
great
all right.
guitar. That got you a whole lot of notice. But yeah, it was time to just do something different.
Really, you think that guitar is like part of the identity?
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
eye catching?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought of it out of nowhere. I just was like, I got to talk about that thing. So maybe I guess it is.
Yeah, I mean, for me, coming up playing guitar as a kid, like I would associate certain instruments with certain players, and like if it was guys that used a whole bunch of different guitars, I tended not to, pay attention as much. Or is that one person like Stevie Ray Vaughan has that one Stratocaster with his initials on it and stuff, and like that's his workhorse. And so for me, I do associate musicians with their chosen instrument.
That's an
or
awesome
whatever.
point.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your guitar.
See, I buy a lot of fucking guitars, but like
Sick.
I keep a few that like, are kind of like my forever guitars. And I'm at a point where I feel like I have a few of those now. But yeah, I like big semi-hollow Gibsons, and I like the way they, react to feeding back. And like they vibrate up against your body and stuff like that. So that's really kind of the thing that I felt. I've played all kinds of different guitars through the years, but those are the ones that I feel like I can express myself,
Is that small Fender amp, that tube amp, is that your only amp too?
No, I have a couple others, but the deluxe reverb is definitely like my go-to. I feel like that's the amp that, makes the sound that I hear in my head. So, yeah.
Fuck yeah, Gear Talk. This rules.
Gear Talk, yeah. You set me up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have, it's your playing style too, but your tone it's great every time.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's outstanding.
It's definitely years of trial and error, and then also just, doing what I do, and it's how it sounds coming out of that amp and that guitar,
That's how Paul and I got a lot of this inventory around here. Is we're just, like one day it would be like, yeah, let's go do this thing or whatever, and then it would be like we ended up picking up tube amps. I don't know.
They are my favorite. I've had old ones, new ones, expensive ones, cheap ones, and
What do you think about the old versus the new?
I prefer the old because they're easier to work on, kind of like cars.
Gotcha.
But also they kind of feel different. But some of those new ones sound pretty damn good too. It's it's kind of more what you're looking for and what your budget is.
Yeah, because you're comparing the discrete wiring versus the stamped panels that are inside.
Right. Yeah. One's a circuit board, and usually when that shit's out, they're like, you gotta buy a new amp.
Yeah, I got some friends. I got some friends that can be like, I can retrace that shit.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Awesome. Yeah. I don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it.
No,
sometimes,
yeah.
But yeah.
No, and they're extremely unreliable, most of them. So
it's funny how that works too. Yeah, I got this specific skill, but
I'm withholding my specific skill, right?
Yeah. Well, cheers, y'all. Thanks again for having us.
Yes.
I'm gonna refill this.
So what are you guys working on right now?
You know what? Our next big project, we're going to the studio in June, but before that, we're going to be making a live record, and you guys are going to be there, and you were there, and you...
Whoa, tell us all about that.
I will. It's going to be at the White Horse on the 27th. I know that because
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I figured that was maybe some people will be off to come on out.
All the people are going to
We can't. We're working.
You guys are shoot. Yeah, it's gonna be at White Horse 8 to 10. Super excited. That's gonna be a live album, and getting that.
Wait a minute, hold on. This is news to me because it's a live album.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have Andrew Hernandez, who also has a studio on the opposite side of the highway up off Runberg.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We've worked with him a bunch throughout the years. He's gonna be running the board, kind of helping getting everything recorded on the board end, and then you guys are going to be filming.
That's super cool.
Yeah. I figured YouTube, and then we've got the Spotify end covered with Andrew being there. So
that's cool. Me and
badass.
Paul were talking about having a lot of things on, that we release on Spotify from some of the shows that we do here, or some of the studio bar sessions.
Yeah.
Or the live videos that we do, and Is that a thing? Like, you think I know a couple of different bands that are like, let's do a live album like just this year.
Yeah, I've seen other people do it. Everybody's telling me that like the way to go about music is just singles and all that. But and we're definitely going to be doing those. We'll be doing that with the June recording. But I love live albums, so
I think you're right.
Gonna put out a live album.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's a mixed band thing. So we're doing Calloway and the Prickly Pears and Ruby Dice. We mix the show at White Horse every other Monday. So we're kind of blending the bands together since we both play in each other's band.
Yeah, it's always been the same personnel, and we came up with the idea of doing two different bands just to keep our players busy, but also not oversaturating a market with just Ruby Dice or with just my thing or whatever. And so,
also like not being bored out of our minds. Like there's only, with as many shows as we play, like there's only so much material you can either learn or write, and you don't want to burn yourself out on your own set where you're just
right.
like, I've got to play this again. Like it helps ease the burden on one set, and it gives a little more life, and you can build two things at once, which is what we're doing.
Right, and it's worked good for the Mondays. We're not necessarily a honky-tonk band, but we are country centric, I guess, so like we do have that influence of country and blues and soul and stuff like that. So kind of taking our combined influences into one show has really been
That's
working out
awesome.
pretty well. Yeah.
Way to be.
Yeah.
So tell us about denim disco, because that's another genre you might go by, right?
Yeah. Especially like I've kind of like gone more Americana with the last album, but the denim disco, that was like coming out of I don't know. I love disco and I love country and kind of smashing them together. What was it? Doug Day coined that.
Yeah, well, it was just like an idea. We've been listening to a lot of 70s country, but like every band in the 70s had like one disco song. The Grateful Dead had Shakedown Street. I mean, even fucking Kiss did a country or a disco tune. And so like,
Well, Dolly Parton has disco albums. Like she has this one with like neon lights behind her, and the whole thing's disco beats, and it's awesome.
yeah,
It's
you
like,
put a disco beat on anything, it doesn't matter what genre it is, it's kind of got that feel. People want to fucking dance. And so that was the idea. It's just like we want people moving and having a good time. And our old drummer, not old, but like one of the guys that we use, he coined the idea of denim disco.
A former drummer, not like a geriatric drummer.
Right.
No,
Well,
no.
he's getting up there, but no. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy. He still plays with us. He plays with Jonathan Terrell, and he just, one day after drinks on 6th Street, he's just like denim disco.
That's pretty
Denim disco.
badass.
Yeah.
Nice coin on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess we owe him
absolutely.
something
Yeah, and
for it
speaking of
now,
6th
yeah.
Street, that's where you guys met, right?
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
I want to hear
Well,
that story.
all of us, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we just
Friends bar, man.
There's
Friends bar,
40
yeah.
bars on the street, and we're all, getting drunk at them and playing music, and
Yeah.
so yeah, it was. You had Gasoline Boots, and I loved Billy Boswell, so I loved coming and see you guys play. And
hard to not love Billy Boswell.
Oh, Billy
Dude,
Boots,
he's the
yeah.
best, man. I met him when he was still in, was it 40 Dead Men or something?
Yeah.
His band, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when I met him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool band.
He's super cool, yeah.
I was going to say that, what's crazy is this is the second time 40 Dead Men's come up on a podcast here.
No shit.
way.
Out of
Did
two
Billy
out of,
bring
like,
it up? Like
four
They-
my
podcasts.
old band.
They need a reunion show.
Who was in that band? I never saw the 40 Dead Men, or maybe I
Well,
did.
Billy,
Blacked
Billy?
out, yeah.
I don't remember the other guys.
Tom was the bass player. I don't remember his last name. Alex Cottom.
was he in 40 Dead Men?
Yeah, I think pretty sure he was like the keyboard guitar player.
Yeah, I think, you're right.
And then I think their drummer was like Nick something. maybe?
Oh, okay. I know all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up actually when I first, because that's how I met Paul, actually, was through those guys.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how that's one thing I love about this town is just like everybody kind of 6 degrees of separation as musicians. Like, we've all played together somehow, or
Yeah.
related in some bit,
Yeah.
But yeah, we met all met on 6th Street. Paul and I met at Friends Bar. I met Ruby. She was loading her car up with gear and almost fell over.
I had a 95-pound cab that I would load into my car, and I had to get a running start to get it in my car. It was like massive Ampeg.
Oh, like that
410.
one?
Yeah.
In the
It's
refrigerator, yeah.
Way too big. And I'd haul that thing out every night, I got it into my car almost. And then it started tipping over on top of me, and he came up and grabbed it and loaded it in, and that's how we met.
Yeah,
Oh.
And I called him the wrong name for 2 years.
it's true. It's true. Yeah, but,
Well, it is
I
your
never
name. It's
corrected
just
you.
your last name.
As long as you were calling, I didn't mind.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 6th Street back then was fun, though. I mean, it was very much more music-centric, and you'd meet a lot of killer players,
Yeah.
Times change.
It's cool watching
through.
it because the music kind of died down there especially when the pandemic hit. It was like 2 bars had music, and I haven't really been down there long enough since the pandemic to know what's going on, but I know a lot of the bars are doing comedy now.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely, there's like comedy places everywhere, it seems.
Everywhere,
since then.
yeah.
Which is cool, as long as people are being entertained and
Absolutely.
going there to be entertained, and
It's good to laugh.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. We've had a blast doing like comedy mixed shows, like comedy and music. And
We were actually doing a comedy show on your birthday.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Wait a minute, like upcoming? This upcoming?
Yeah. On the 31st.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
What's it? Hold on.
Sapien House?
Sapien House.
Or Sapien Center?
Sapien
Is it?
Center?
Somewhere on the east side. I just found out about this gig, so I don't know any of the details.
Surprise!
Hey, yeah.
So when you guys do those kind of shows, is it like you do a little bit of music, you roll into the comedy, or?
So yeah, a lot of times they'll have us do some music at the top, like 15 to 30 minute set, and then we've been like just staying on stage and we're like the 10 seconds of music in between comedians, which is
Like
Oh,
this
cool.
Tonight Show band
Yeah.
sort of shit. Yeah.
Oh,
pretty
that's
fun.
super
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were like telling the jokes and
You
stuff.
guys would be a badass
Oh,
tonight,
no.
or like a late show
Yeah,
band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah. We
man.
just,
Yeah.
the next comedian, and then we play a little bit, and then, drummer will occasionally hit the cymbal crash.
Oh, no.
I'm good at laughing at the jokes. I'm not good at telling them. Like I'll tell the punchline first and then get lost somewhere on the way back to it.
So you said you're good at laughing at jokes?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's my skill.
Cool.
She's great to have on stage.
Yes, yeah. I'm a sucker for a good laugh.
I feel like you guys are always talking about cooking. That must be a good skill that you guys have outside of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've tried to mix the two together, and hopefully someday can continue to do that again. But I love to cook. I grew up in a restaurant. I don't have very many skills, but I can make a good meal. So
I believe it. I've seen some of that shit.
yeah,
Dude,
we have to do one soon.
it's so
I know.
good.
You're like pitmaster.
I'm in an apartment right now, and they tried to fucking throw my grill away, or my smoker actually. So
We're keeping the smoker at Adam Johnson's house.
Yeah.
He's not far from here, and then we had a tiny grill, but one of the lawn guys took it home.
got my little Weber kettles.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I know, right?
The audacity.
You're not gonna
Dude,
cook any better.
I went down to the gym, and I was like, I should put that away. Nah, it'll be here when I get back, and it was not. It was not there when I got back.
So the barbecuing has been a little less, but still cooking all the time.
All right, so Texas or Carolina?
Oh,
well,
what are you cooking? Pork or beef?
Well, that's already
Good question.
The Carolinians will say that they invented barbecue, and they can believe that, and it may or may not be true. I don't, but I like the variety of Texas barbecue, because I love the beef rib. The sausage is great, brisket's awesome. I like brisket in tacos. Where in Texas are you getting the barbecue? And it's that way in North Carolina too. But for me, I prefer Texas.
I'm a fan of a lot of that stuff. I think Texas barbecue is definitely like more because it's like whole slices and all that cool shit instead of like pulled everything.
Right.
And but we can hopefully everybody can just agree that fuck Kansas City.
Oh, absolutely.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if you're famous for your sauce, if that's what makes your barbecue famous,
Because you add a bunch of brown sugar in it.
Dude, and that was just it too. I don't really like the sweet sauces, and they don't have like a savory sauce at all. It's just I tried 7 different sauces at their famous one.
Oh, Arthur Bryant.
Arthur Bryant,
Yeah.
and I was just like,
It could have been a bad day. It was a bad day.
on all the
but,
meats. All
For
the
them?
meats were-
Yeah,
It was a bad day for them.
Yeah. It didn't win us over either way. But the thing with Carolinians, and depending on if you're north or south. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
but
you're good.
they just cook a whole fucking pig, and that's barbecue. And
Yeah.
so like they consider barbecue a protein. So it's like it's all fucking thing. I don't know. I'm from the Midwest, so I just like it all. So.
But the Carolina sauce is more of like a mustard forward
That's
sauce.
South
right?
Carolina.
South Carolina.
That's South
gotcha.
Carolina. North Carolinians hate that shit.
That's like vinegar in North Carolina.
Eastern North Carolina is vinegar.
Yeah.
Western is a red sauce. It's still got vinegar in it, but there's like a tomato base to it. So like even among the regions, they can't agree on what it actually is supposed to be. In Eastern Carolina, they put ketchup in their fucking coleslaw. It's fucking weird, but it's actually pretty good.
Wait a minute, ketchup. Hold on, not just ketchup and cabbage.
Yeah,
It's
and like
ketchup in the sauce.
Yeah, but it's like prevalent. It looks like blood. But yeah, it's good. So I don't know.
I'd probably fucking eat some. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Oh, it was really
yeah.
good. I loved it. But it's definitely all regions, and I'm just gonna go and eat them all. You know, I like going to Memphis.
How
for
about this?
ribs.
Did you ever have the Alabama White?
Yes, on chicken, it's fucking
Love
great.
it. I
Yeah.
fucking love that.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
I
with
worked
that.
at this place called Ed Boudreaux's in Asheville when I lived there.
Yeah.
Downtown. Do you know that place?
Yeah, I do remember that
No
place.
fucking way.
Yeah. No, yeah.
In 2008.
Okay, yeah, I was touring through there
Yeah.
in 2008. Yeah.
Yeah. So I worked there, and then I mean, actually, there's a lot of crazy stories from that place, but that's where I got like, because the owner Dustin Vanderbunt was so like into like, he had like 31 sauces, and it just had like a center, like a sauce centrifuge, you know, where it just like you had all the pumps and stuff.
Right.
It was fucking cool, dude. That's where I heard the Alabama White and all the Carolina sauces
Sure,
you're talking
yeah.
about.
Hell yeah.
There's a spot in Charleston, South Carolina, where like they do the regional thing, but they're like, no, you know, barbecue all over can be good, you know, like especially in Texas with the Mexican influence and stuff like that. So like I would see they came to Austin and went to Lockhart and went to all these different places to learn the thing, and then next thing you know, they're making like, you know, enchiladas with brisket and stuff like that. And you know, it's still barbecue, but you know, they're just
Barbacoa.
doing something interesting
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong about that?
Yeah. I mean,
Barbacoa is where you like bury it or something.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Well, we gotta have the barbecue chat for sure. So like, it seems like we have a lot of excitement on this topic.
Yeah, you get me going. A little tequila, talk about meats.
Oh, yeah.
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 In.
So in any closing things, what do you have going on next? I guess you're going to the recording studio,
Yeah, in June
the
we're going
live album.
live album. Yeah, live album at White Horse on the 27th. And then we're going to go into Bud's on Cesar Chavez to record a couple songs first week of June.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Sam Patlove, who owns Bud's. And yeah, we recorded, was it the Denim Disco EP with him?
We did.
Yeah, and so.
You haven't seen it.
Oh, shit.
Is
Here
it
we
streaming
go.
on Spotify? Where
Yes.
you got
It
that
is.
one, Kelly?
Yeah. That
Or
one's
how
on
about this
Spotify.
one? Yeah.
That picture's funny, man.
Denim Disco.
We took that with a GoPro during the pandemic when the freeze hit.
In our extra bedroom.
Our extra bedroom, we had to clear it out because it got flooded with the freeze, freezing all the pipes. And,
Denim Disco. That was on a GoPro.
Yeah.
It was on a GoPro.
I
Yeah.
took that picture.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wild
Cool.
stuff.
Oh, that's Wild Bill.
Yeah.
That song's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It sounds way different. Her version.
It was super rock and roll. It was like trying to be. I love the movie Kill Bill, so I always try to like sneak Kill Bill vibes into whatever I'm recording. But yeah, that was definitely a Kill Bill vibe.
That's
song.
cool. Yeah, that you first of all that you do that, but I'm still on the fact that you played the same song two different ways or something.
Yeah. She had it more of like a rocker, and then when I said we hadn't played it for a few years live, and so I
stopped
started messing
playing it.
with it. And
It was a little too much. We were playing Sagebrush at the time, and we'd break out into that rock song, and people would just be like, "I'm at a country place. I don't know what to do with rock and roll." And I was like, "Noted. All right. Give the people what they want." So he whipped it up into like a murder ballad.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some tremolo guitars, lots of reverb. See what you come out with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, so we got the White Horse live record. We're going in the studio in June. Planning to do a little Colorado tour at the end of the summer. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully some more touring in between. You know,
Badass.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've got some Houston stuff coming up in between there, but yeah, most weekends are booked. So a lot around the hill country, a lot around this region. But
always staying busy and trying
Always
to move
staying
forward.
busy.
So, yeah, man. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out.
yeah, thank you,
Any
guys.
other things you want to say? We got to do a shout out at least to the real Peppermint Sanders.
Oh yes,
Oh,
Jeff Sanders.
Jeff, we
yes.
love you, man.
Yes, drummer extraordinaire for so many of the bands in this town. You know, and
One of the first Austin 3-timers at HowMuch.
Yeah.
Which a 3-timer is when you've done 3 videos here.
Yeah.
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 We're moving on to 5-timers around this time.
Oh
Hey.
shit! All right,
It's probably you guys.
I gotta
honestly.
jump in on some more, getting some more bands. Yeah, Yeah, we gotta.
I
Yeah,
got you.
we did the duo. So you're
okay.
you're a 4-timer. I think I'm a 3-timer here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
good
we
stuff.
appreciate the fuck out of y'all.
We love you guys too,
vice
and
versa,
congratulations on this place.
Yeah,
It's fantastic.
seriously.
I love this room.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys coming out today. You guys are the best.
Thanks, man. You
Likewise.
guys
We
too.
love
You ready to drink some more?
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.